Quick question. When you see this image, what do you think of? CeCe DeVille or Andy Taylor? So I'm wearing a Patrick Nagel t-shirt today. And whenever I see these images, I just think of the 80s. But how did he become the official artist of new wave and glam metal? Duran Duran Rio released May 10th, 1982, 42 years ago. And I thought it'd be a good time to talk about this record and see how it kind of completely messed up my identity as a teenage metalhead. Welcome to Records That Rewired Me. It's a little series I'm going to start about the albums that changed my musical identity. So I'm Chuck, lifelong rocker, musical photographer. Check out that picture of Hootie and the Blowfish I shot. There's a story behind that on how I had to buy that poster. And I'm also a rock guitar player in the band Freaky Things. But I'm definitely not supposed to be someone that fell in love with synth pop of the 80s, especially in the 80s. I grew up on hard rock, heavy metal. Classics, Dio, Rat, Def Leppard, Cheap Trick, even Slayer. I liked all of it. It was music that felt tough and dangerous. I really associated with it. Meanwhile, Duran Duran is playing on MTV constantly, and my girlfriend is in love with them. She was totally obsessed. See, and I am supposed to hate it, but damn it, the songs were catchy as hell. What do we got? Rio. Hungry Like the Wolf? It's like they're stuck in your brain. And the videos were absolutely incredible. They were like mini movies. You could not watch them on MTV. I mean, seriously, who didn't like Duran Duran? And here's the deal. When I really started diving into this record after I got it, it's like the production quality is really great, and it's very interesting. And also the songwriting, I never gave these guys credit for what they were doing. And let's be honest, John Taylor, honestly, one of my favorite bass players. The guy is a beast. So a couple of tracks on this album that really stood out to me. One, Save a Prayer. I mean, here's the thing. I always thought this song was about the day after, after nuclear war. Say a prayer for the morning after. And it's interesting because my 8th grade math teacher was this extra in a movie about nuclear war blowing up Kansas City. He got to play a Fallout victim. And it was on our minds all the time. I had no idea that it was about a one-night stand. I mean, I wasn't thinking about that in 8th grade, really. The track that really haunted me was The Chauffeur. Structurally, it barely even feels like a pop song. It's more like a dream sequence, if you think about it. There's no chorus or mention of the title in the lyrics, which I personally love as a songwriter, something different. It's just this hypnotic, poetic narration. It's like somebody observing the world through a car window while quietly falling apart. So from what I understand, Simon Le Bon wrote this song before the band was even formed. Think about that. Think about how young he must have been. It's like these lyrics are drenched in imagery and mystery. Some say he's the driver, others say he's the passenger. Either way, he's transfixed by the landscape or by the woman sitting next to him. It's also one of the only tracks on Rio that is completely electronic, no guitars at all. Wonder how Andy Taylor felt about that. It's just synths, drum machines, and then floating through like a ghost is this breathy flute through the whole thing. The very end of the song, my favorite part. Let's listen to it for a second. It's that rattling chain at the very end that kind of you have to wait for it. It's like every time the song comes on the radio, I was like, I hope they play that part. I was a metal kid. Denim-jacket, concert t-shirts, drawing logos on my notebooks. But Rio got in, and it didn't care what kind of jacket or concert t-shirt I had on. The thing is, I still had to hide the cassette from my friends or they would have called me a poser. So that's why I'm doing this. Records That Rewired Me. It's a chance for me to look back at the records that really shaped me. And trust me, most of them are going to be hard rock and heavy metal oriented. But some aren't always going to be cool. Some will be unexpected, but they're always going to be unforgettable. Hey, if you've got an album like that really stuck, got to you, maybe was a little off from your friends and you didn't want to tell them about it, like Yaz, Upstairs at Eric's, man, I really had to hide that one. But anyway, drop me a line in the comments. So if you dig this kind of music memory trip that we're on, please think about liking this video, subscribing to me so you can see more of these.